The Talented Mr. Ripley is one of my all-time favourite, number one films of all time. The original with Anthony Mingella. Now this is a series which has had too much praise before I even started looking at the thing. BBC, The Guardian, 5 stars, 5 stars, spellbinding, amazing. I've never seen anything this good. I don't like going to watch anything with that kind of build-up beforehand. So I dove in last night and I watched the first 3 episodes, and this is what I thought. Andrew Scott playing Tom Ripley is the most genius casting I've ever seen in my life. I think Matt Damon did an okay job. I think he was very much bolstered up by the kind of trio of Gwyneth Paltrow and Jude Law, and all together in the mixing pot, they were great. But you got to remember, like, Matt Damon was never a character actor. Tom Ripley himself is acting people within the film. And Matt Damon was a very strange choice. And you can only think either he was crowbarred in there because they wanted more American actors, or they wanted, he had a lot of pull at the time, and maybe, or he is a damn good actor. So anyway, it was interesting casting, and Anthony Mingella cast him well in the end because it worked. But what we have here with Andrew Scott is an entirely different person, an entirely different approach, a very strange actor who can go to depths that, you know, there's no one else who can go deeper than Andrew Scott, in my opinion. After seeing him on stage in London playing Hamlet, this guy, he's playful, he's deep, he's sentimental. There's a lot going on in his eyes. He's unpredictable, and I think Tom Ripley has to be unpredictable. It's kind of art housey. Yeah, it's black and white, but there's a lot more to it than that. The particular angles, it's steady camera pretty much throughout. It's always on a tripod. There's not much sort of pushing into things. It's not trying to force you into an emotion. And then you find this guy, Steven Zaillian. So he's made films like Searching for Bobby Fischer, The Irishman, and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Yes, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, one of the best films, one of the best remakes of a book that I have ever seen with Daniel Craig. I'm talking about the American version, not the Scandi version. This subject matter is more about what's going internally than what's going on outside. And to do that, you have to do it right. And this absolutely does it. It absolutely does it. I'm only 3 in. Every now and again, you're just thinking this is very simple. You're quite far and you're quite distant from the characters. And then just every 2 or 3 minutes, you're going to notice an absolutely beautifully orchestrated shot. And you think, how can anyone come up with that kind of thing? So it's genius. It's genius. I'm loving the acting. I had to double take, triple take to see. Okay, I'm really going on. So Johnny Flynn as Dickie Greenleaf, I am stunned. This guy has grown into a different type of guy altogether. If you can remember back as far as Beast, when he was kind of this sort of folk singing, soft but lovable character. And now we see him here, and he's grown up, and he can act. He's strong. This guy is strong. He has gravitas, and he plays Dickie Greenleaf in a kind of not totally different way to Jude Law, but he's taking it in his own direction. I love how plain and kind of stilted all the actors are. They're not overplaying anything. I feel like I'm watching a play here. I feel like I'm watching scenes all happening within, 6 feet of me, and it's not overly produced. There's no crazy music or trying to push for any emotions here and there. You feel like you're there in the Amalfi Coast with these characters. That is key. So overall, this is in a heartbeat. I can tell you, this is going to be an absolute classic, something that will withstand the test of time. The Talented Mr. Ripley is my favourite film because I can watch it again, again, and again. This is the kind of thing you can watch again and again and again. I'm only 3 in, and I cannot wait to see what happens. Guys, please watch it. It's just a quick thumbs up to a great, great series. Steve Zaillian was never on my radar before. He certainly is now. Certainly a guy with incredible pedigree who's pulling off something really incredible here. And look how this stands out on Netflix amongst all the other films that are so Netflixy. This is not overproduced. It's not just putting layers and layers and layers of music and color grade and all this fluff. This is gritty, down to earth cinematography, filmmaking. Thank you, Steven Zaillian. It's about time. And it's good to see Netflix going this direction. Love it. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Thank you.